Support equipment. On deep dives, it is advisable to use some items of support equipment. We will begin with the shot line. This is a taut vertical line that goes from the surface to the seabed with a weight of around 5 to 6 kilograms, 10 to 13 pounds. The line should be of an adequate diameter, not too thin nor too thick, because although a thick line would make the descent and ascent more comfortable, it would also take up more space. The length of the line should be about 2 meters, 7 feet less than the depth, allowing the line to remain taut and prevent the weight at the bottom becoming entangled or damaging the seabed. A shot line allows the diver to reach the seabed easily and to keep a better check on the descent and ascent rate. Descending or ascending too quickly exposes a diver to the risk of embolism, AGE, or barotraumas. The shot line is useful for maintaining the correct rate. If you realize that you are going too fast, you can stop by just holding onto the line and adjusting your buoyancy. A shot line is also useful for maintaining contact with your buddy, reaching the seabed easily in low visibility, and avoiding disorientation on free descents and ascents in the blue. It also prevents divers being dragged away by strong currents and helps them maintain the correct depth for safety or emergency decompression stops. The anchor line or chain can be used for descents and ascents. However, this is not perpendicular to the seabed, so the descent and the ascent will not be vertical. Furthermore, rough seas could make an anchor line difficult to use because, due to the movement of the boat, the line tends to move up and down, making it more complicated to stay at the correct depth for emergency decompression or safety stops. However, the anchor line is useful in strong currents. In many situations, a John line is very useful for making a safety stop or an emergency decompression stop, as it eliminates the changes in depth caused by the oscillating movement of the boat. The John line allows the diver to make a safety stop some distance from the anchor line without being dragged away by the current, and is also useful when diving in a group, as there are fewer divers holding on to the shot line. Another important item of support equipment is a decompression bar. This is a weighted bar that is deployed from the boat and positioned at a depth of 5 meters, 15 feet. Its purpose is to give the divers a depth reference at which to make the safety or emergency decompression stop. Some weights fitted with a clip are also attached to the decompression bar, and these can be used by divers if they find they are positively buoyant. On deep dives, an emergency cylinder with a pressure gauge and at least 2 second stages is lowered over the side of the boat to a depth of 5 meters, 15 feet. It is generally attached to the decompression bar or to the shot line and available for anyone who needs it. The cylinder valves must be closed, but there should be pressure in the regulator. The cylinder must contain air if all the divers are using air. Instead, if the divers are using nitrox, the emergency cylinder must contain a nitrox mix with the same percentage of oxygen as the highest being used on the dive. This enables you to continue to use the data of your nitrox computer even if you used a mix with a lower percentage of oxygen.